Aldrich Rosas, the Giants kicker, ready to go. And here we go from MetLife Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. On the crossing route, complete. It's Thomas. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their #1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
He'll get it up the middle. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that much closer to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, inching closer and really knocking on the door now. On 3rd down, it's West, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Charkandrick West, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So Manning to Beckham in this defense, they better hone in on that connection.
It's almost like an electrical charge for him, isn't it? When he catches the first one, I'm talking about OBJ, he just goes to the huddle and says more, more, more. And really, he's just one of those guys that once he gets going, look out.
Now Saquon Barkley down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Manning into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On the run, it's Ware. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with what will be called a 107-yard return. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Manning to throw on second down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's third down.
Let's go.
Shotgun now for Manning. It's caught. Shepard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Manning now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Manning to throw on second down. Now he'll escape to his right. Now he'll let it, and he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 39 yards. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So here's Dustin Colquitt now to punt this away for the Chiefs. Now out come the Giants. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. 20, 10, And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. A little juke. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Manning to try again after the pick six. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Manning. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This is fielded inside the 5. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Z!
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's West. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Olivier Vernon brings him down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Mahomes takes it himself, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can. And
there he goes, left side. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
He'll get it up the middle. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
There you go, 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Rosas good with the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. Rosas now to kick this one away. The dangerous Hill now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Allen Bailey in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
Zebra.
On second down, here's Manning. Looking for Shepard deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ron Parker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense. Because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decided to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Fancy footwork in midfield. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Receiver.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking for Shep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They begin here with a run by West. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Gets this one to him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Intentional grounding there, Charles. What did you think?
I thought it was on the borderline. I think the quarterback thought he was outside of the pocket, but he was not. The official nailed the call.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 57 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with West. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, 3rd down here. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman. Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence. See what happens. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. D. Ford in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Manning. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working from the gun. Manning looking for Shepard deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they? They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too. Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Go.
This is West. And we'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Ready. Green, 90. Green, 90. Let's go.
On the ground, it's West again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now West. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency. Get to the line of scrimmage. Snap the ball.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On play action, it's Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Shotgun now for Manning. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now Manning, gotta have this one. Over the middle to Beckham. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. On the ground, this is Ware. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.